What the fuck is up, you guys? If you're new here, hello, my name is Brittany, and in today's video we're going to do a Disney World haul. So you guys just saw that I just got back from Disney World, and I love me some Disney, so we're gonna do one more video on it. So I'm going to go through everything that we purchased in both Disney World, and we bought a couple things from Universal as well. So I just kind of threw those in here, but primarily this is going to be a Disney World haul. So before we get into anything, I want to let you guys know that I have a big box of stuff next to me because we did have our hotel ship everything to our house. So we did have to pay additionally for that, but I just wanted to let you guys know that if you guys are traveling there, they do have that option. You can have your hotel ship everything home. And then another thing you can do while you're in Disney is if you are shopping at the parks, you can have all of your merchandise shipped to your hotel for free of charge, so you're not having to carry everything around. And then if you're also shopping in parks themselves, you can have it shipped to like the front of the park so you can pick it up as you leave. Us personally, we usually have it shipped to our hotel. That way it's just there waiting for us when we get there. And we have had no problems ever. We had no problems with getting everything shipped to our house either. So I love Disney because they make everything just so easy for their travelers. So I wanted to mention that before we get into anything, but let's just start with my little friend we have chilling here. So we actually got this for Jocelyn, and this was our first time going to the Pandora world or Avatar land, whatever you want to call it. This was our first time going there, so we wanted to get something for both the kids from there. So we saw all these kids walking around with these. I'm like, Jocelyn would freaking love that. So we ended up getting the pink one. They have a bunch of different colors. And then we also did get the stand for it as well. This was, I think, like 25 bucks. This was additional, but we figure at home she probably wouldn't walk around like this all the time, so we wanted to have the stand, that way she can kind of showcase it in her room. But this was the coolest thing because we didn't realize this when we saw everybody like wearing these. This actually comes with like a tiny remote, so you can actually move the head back and forth, and then you can move the wings up and down. Like, it's such a cool toy. But for being a Disney toy, we didn't really think this was that expensive. This was $80, and we just figured like if it didn't move or anything, $80 maybe would be a little bit excessive. But since it has that like mobility option, like it's not really like a big deal that it does that. But I just think it was like a cool little, like, I don't know, just like an additive. So 80 bucks for this, I really didn't think it was that bad, and Jocelyn loved it. So we are very happy that we got this. So I'm just going to put this over on the stand right now, and then I'll deal with that later. All right, so this next thing is actually going to be something I picked up for my mom because she wanted me to get her a bag while we were there, and she wanted to make sure that it said Walt Disney World. So I saw a bunch of different ones, like they had this in red, black, and then they didn't have the same type of, like, it was, I'm saying this wrong. They had the same type of bag but different types of designs, but this is the one that she liked the most. So it's just a black and white polka dot. It's got little Mickey heads on it. It says Walt Disney World. This is just like a really nice, just like boat bag or beach bag. I was looking everywhere for like the year towels. That's one thing we usually collect, is the year towels from Disney, or the or just like the area that we're traveling. So we would typically get like Orlando, Florida, or usually when we're in Disney we get Walt Disney World towels, but I didn't see any with the year on it this year, so we actually didn't even get one. But that's like the one thing we always collect, is towels and koozies, and I didn't see any koozies at Disney World either. So that's the bag that we picked up. So this next thing we picked up was from Pandora as well. We got this when we got Jocelyn's toy as well. This is a levitation base. Evan is so into like rocks and stones and stuff like that, so this is like a levitated rock, I guess you can say. We were just really looking for something that would be his age appropriate. So he's 15, so he's not really into much Disney stuff, but we figured this would be something just cool to, I don't know, like showcase in his room. We just completely redid his room as well, so this went with like the whole aesthetic of his room and everything. So this was just something we picked up for him. We haven't given it to him yet, so hopefully he doesn't see that. I guess while we're on the topic of Pandora, I'll just talk about this little like t-shirt hoodie moment we have going on. So Shannon actually got this for himself, which I was really surprised, but he loves shirts like this. The fabric on it is so soft. Like, people always say Disney apparel is so expensive, and it is, but the fabrics always feel so nice. And this just says Flight of Passage on it, and it's got a little thingamabob down here. I don't know what to actually call that, but it's just a really nice, like, everyday type of t-shirt hoodie. I don't know what to call it. It's like a long sleeve shirt with a hood on it. He loves these types of shirts, so I wasn't surprised that he got this because of the style of the shirt. I was more surprised that he got it because it says Flight of Passage on it. And By the way, Flight of Passage, that ride was freaking amazing. If you guys want to see like our reaction to it, you can go watch the vlog. But this was just a t-shirt that Shannon picked up, and then a t-shirt that I picked up for myself was probably no surprise to anybody, but I picked up the rose gold Spirit jersey. This was for myself. I probably should have wore it in today's video. But I really wanted the like cotton candy one or the tie-dye one, but it's only available in kids. I was going to get that actually for Jocelyn, but we had gotten her already more things than we had gotten Evan, so I didn't get it. But I just really loved the rose gold on here. I would have loved so much more that cotton candy one or the tie-dye one. So I ended up picking up this. I got the size large, and I think this was like $30. No, this was $60. I was gonna say, because I was pretty surprised at how much these were. I was going to get the Hocus Pocus one, but I ended up liking the rose gold one better, so I just got that one. So now we're going to get into probably a lot of like t-shirts and clothing. So the first thing is going to be, I think this one was for Shannon. So we went to Universal Studios for the Halloween Horror Nights. This was the first time we ever did that as well. And this was one of the, I'm going to try to hold this so you guys can see it. This was one of the haunted houses that we went to. This was the, what was it called? Like the Happy Death Day slash, or wait, it says it right on here, the Blumhouse. The Horrors of Blumhouse, or Blumhouse. I don't know how to say it. And then it just says Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 2018 on here. We just really love to get like stuff that says the year and location that we're at. I don't know. So this was the first shirt that Shannon got for himself. And then this is the shirt that I got for myself at Universal. It says True Fear Comes From Within, which I do not like the front of this, but I got this because I loved the back of it and I loved the cut of the shirt. It just said all of the haunted houses that were at Universal Studios for this, so I really love the back of it. I wish the front just had this on it and I would have been good with that, but this was really the only option that I had. So that was the shirt that I got for myself. And then we also got a shirt for Jocelyn in Disney. This is just like a basic 2018 Disney shirt. I knew I was missing something because we bought Evan a shirt and a sweatshirt from Universal. So I want to say they both have this style in the back. I don't know where they are. I think he wore them home to his mother's house. So I don't have those with me, but that is another thing that we got from Universal Studios. And then this is something we got for our friends. Like anytime we travel, we have this one couple that we usually travel with, and every time we go somewhere, we always buy them something. So we got Jody the Epcot Food and Wine Festival little t-shirt. It's like a hooded t-shirt just like Shannon's was for Flight of Passage. So really cute. I love how it has the Taste Your Way Around the World on the sleeve. I actually wish I got one of these for myself because this is super cute. So we ended up going to the Food and Wine Festival for like 1.5 of the days, so we wanted to get them something from there. And then at the Food and Wine Festival, we actually got this for Shannon as well. It just says the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival 2018, and then it says this here on the back. I really wanted him to get this shirt. This was more of like, I picked it out and said, you're gonna buy this, because he never wears shirts in this color, and I just loved it. I thought it was such a cute color, especially for this time of year, and he always wears like black, white. That's the only colors that he ever wears, so I wanted to see him get a green shirt, and it's just another memorabilia that we were at the Food and Wine Festival. And then this next stuff, I actually haven't even opened up yet. So the first thing is going to be an ornament. So this is very appropriate for this time of the year. I just got the ornament that says Walt Disney World 2018. I wasn't really crazy about this one, but we like to put one of these on the tree every year. So that was the only one I really had the option to get, so that was why I picked that one. Oh, then another souvenir we got when we got drenched at Hollywood Studios. 2 $12 ponchos, like the most expensive ponchos you'll ever buy in your entire life, but we were getting drenched or else we wouldn't have bought those, so that's another little souvenir that we got. And then another gift we picked up for Jocelyn as well is this little backpack. This I thought was so cute. I actually almost got this in rose gold because they do have this in other colors. I actually really wanted to get the rose gold, like, what do you call it? Fanny pack. That's the word I'm looking for. I should have gotten that the first day. I didn't end up buying it because when I went back to get this, it was our last day and I was like, okay, I know I'm not really going to use it if I'm not in Disney, you know what I mean? So I didn't end up getting that, but I thought this was the cutest thing. So as soon as I saw this, I wanted to get it for her. This was a little bit expensive. This was, I think, $60, so pretty expensive, but I saw like kids, adults, everybody wearing these around the park. I feel like this is really ideal for if you're walking around the park. Same with like those fanny packs. I really wish that I bought that on the first day there because I would have used the shit out of that while we were there. This is what we got for our other friend. So this is for our friend Heath. He's the other one that always travels with us. We just got him a glass from the Food and Wine Festival. It just says 2018 Brews Around the World, Epcot International, Food and Wine Festival. They were out of a lot of the Food and Wine Festival stuff when we were there. That's the only kind of downfall about going to these types of events as like they're ending, is because they're sold out of a lot of the merchandise that you usually want like when it first starts. So that was the only kind of bummer with both the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival and also the Halloween stuff. Like so much of the Halloween stuff was already sold out. So I plan on getting so much more stuff, but I ended up only getting the stuff that was available. So I'll just finish up with the Food and Wine Festival stuff. So I picked up a mug for our house. Like this was my main focus. Like this and the next two things that I'll talk about, I was looking for mugs that I really like. So I wanted to get this one because we had never been to the Food and Wine Festival before. So it had the year on it. It had what we were doing, where we were. So I love this mug. So I wanted to make sure that I got that. And then the next one was for the Hocus Pocus Villain Spelltacular Magic Kingdom 2018. So this was the mug that was for the Hocus Pocus show. And it also has the Sanderson sisters in the back. Like super cute. I love this mug. I love their mugs there. They are a little bit expensive. Like this one was $16.99 and then this one here was $15.99. So we ended up getting two. So this here was my main focus because I always hear Jessica Braun and Tyler Braun talk about how they get custom perfume and cologne bottles. So that was one thing I really wanted to make sure that we got this year, because that's kind of like a new thing that we started doing, was buying a fragrance every time we travel. So I wanted to make sure that we got one at least, but we ended up getting two, so one for each of us. So I thought you had to go to initially only like the France area, like Paris and stuff like that. We ended up finding these in Italy because we first went to that pavilion and we weren't really loving the scents. Like it had Dior. Like I thought Dior was the only brand that did that, but we ended up with Bulgari, and these are one of my favorite companies for fragrances. Like I've talked so much about the Omnia Coral fragrance from Bulgari. So we got the Bulgari Man Wood Essence for Shannon. This smells so much like the Coconut Lime Verbena like fragrance from Bath & Body Works, except with like more sexiness to it. Like it smells so good. So I love when he wears this. And then for my perfume, I ended up picking up the Bulgari Pink Sapphire. I am obsessed with the Omnia Coral from this brand. And then as soon as I smell this, I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like all their fragrances smell so freaking good. And we were kind of in a hurry because the park was closing. So we just smelled them and we're just like, yep, that's what I want. And that was really it. So I'm sure there were way more options to choose from and way more pavilions, but these are the ones that we landed on and we are not mad about them because they both smell amazing. But this was my favorite thing about these, is we had them custom engraved with a castle and a year on them. So these are not only amazing scents, but they will just be an amazing collector's item. And you guys can probably see in the background that my room is like Disney theme or like Beauty and the Beast theme. So these will be on showcase even when we use these. So not only do these smell amazing, but I just love how Disney adds that little touch of magic to your fragrances. But that's going to be everything for this Walt Disney World haul. I did not buy these this time. I bought these like 3 years ago, but this style is still available. If I were to buy any, I would have bought the Food and Wine Festival ones or the ice cream ones with like the bite of ice cream out. I thought those were the cutest freaking ears, but these just bother my head because they are too small. So I didn't buy any ears this time, but the main thing I was focused on was I wanted a perfume and I wanted my mugs. But the only thing I didn't include in today's video is my Sephora haul. So that is going to be in a separate video because not everything was purchased at Disney. So that will be coming soon, and I do plan on doing like a winter skincare video, and any other videos you guys want to see, just leave them in the comments down below. But stay tuned for those videos, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Peace!